All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I'm coming for you. You must. Undercrush. Undercrush. Kill. Turn up. Kill. X3.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Alert. Mike is a 50. Check Mike. General West. Slam. Check. Hug. Let's go.
Now on second and 13. Rosen. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, 61 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Push him back. Alert.
From the 30 on second down, Rosen is going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Monday. 951. Hey, Seam 6. You better be afraid of me. Mike 51.
To throw is Rosen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Here we go. Hey, quarter. Check. Go. Hey.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Balaj. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Second and 11 at the Chiefs' 35-yard line.
Hey, quarter. Hey, scared. Mike's 50. I got it. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 50. Yeah. Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite-color jersey.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pick it up. Go. 51. You're trapped. Switch. Monday. Whip. Watch the whip.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Give me some. Here we go. Smoke. Hatchet. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Cut. I don't need to. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going, 80. We own 15. We own them. Hey, Mike 52. Mike, zoom, fellas. Let's go. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Let's go, D. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. You must be dreaming.
Mahomes now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Check 25, check 25. Hey, yo, hey, go gun. Alpha. 52.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? They used to carry pianos on their backs whenever they called the playground. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Shift. 15.
Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Give me that ball, defense. Hey, Sunday. 52's to Mike. Record.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is caught. Watkins. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Hey, check 25. Slam. Check. Hey, alert 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Showing me I have a little confidence in them, and letting the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark. Credit him with his sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Shift. Back. Monday.
They run it with Bilal. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I'm coming. Quarter. Hey, don't look up. Hey, wahoo! Let's go, Mike 50. Come on, boy.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Here we go.
At their own 46-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57 colors. Check 15.
Mahomes going to throw.
Coming to you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Motion. My 52. Attack. Hey, watch the slant. Echo 52, Mike 52. Now watch run.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the Sacked to Jerome Baker.
Let's go.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, alert.
Now Balad takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Championships, baby. Check three. Monday. Hey, alert. 51.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it, push it, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Watch that.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
15.
On second down now, it's McCoy, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Kill.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
High 7, let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete to tight end Kelsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check pass.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, watch the ball.
Yellow.
52, right 52. Orbit. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Mahomes now to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
52's the mic. Haywood, watch Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
52's the mic, right?
Mahomes to throw once more. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Watch the pass.
Check 99.
15.
Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Delta.
Brings up third down.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play.
80, 80, 80. Switch. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
Hero 15.
Box trap. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Twist.
Yellow.
Check. Check.
Right side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it with the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Come on, fellas.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. No. Off.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yellow. 180.
58, the money.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
Right side.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
52's the mic.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 62 yards. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Chiefs take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Right here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Check 37. Check 37.
Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
It's easy one.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. We got this.
And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Should their woes on offense continue, that's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Exit.
You don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Say easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home. Big Mike.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
52's the mic. Ready? Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, 57.
Scene 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And some room to work. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Luke Wilson, 85 yards, as his guys continue to pull it on. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hug.
Wow, Bill. Check 3.
Now it's Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Yeah!
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Hey, color.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, 43.
Now Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 13-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Sunday.
Joke 66. Bullet hot.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Army.
49, check 49.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Better bring.
Middle.
I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Monday.
Switch it.
Now Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. That's exactly what they did there.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rosen to throw again. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Bravo.
51's the mic, boys. 51.
80.
He's tired of me.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks him. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
43.
52, bravo! It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Check 24. Check 20.
Let's go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another Touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard, realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the run.
80.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. They've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down. Today's final score.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.